A lot of stocks in 2012 had a very significant amount of buzz, and buzz can be good, it can also be bad. Take a look at Facebook, for example. Widely hyped stock. IPO didn't really pan out for investors as well as they'd hoped, although shares are rallying at the end of the year. But here's the lesson I've learned in looking at 8 high-profile stocks, winners and losers, for the most recent issue of Money Magazine. You really do need to do in-depth stock analysis no matter what is going on. But here is the biggest thing I think that investors should take from this. A mistake that any investor often makes that they shouldn't is assuming that a stock that is up a lot is doomed to come back down to earth, and a stock that has fallen a lot must be a good value and now has to rise. Apple and HP, I think, are great examples there. Yes, Apple has pulled back from its all-time high. A lot of skepticism about where things are heading with future products, but I think that in the case of Apple, you really do have a really great buying opportunity right now because the stock is cheap, and just because it rallied so much over the past few years, that doesn't mean that it's doomed to start falling pretty precipitously for the next few years. It really comes down to earnings growth, and the earnings growth estimates are still very, very strong. HP on the flip side, you could have said any point during the past few years, oh, HP has to come back. It's down 50%, it's down 60%, it's down 80%. HP has continued to fall. A company that is in turmoil, you really do have to look at the fact that no one really knows when they're going to turn around their business or if they can turn around their business without major structural change. So even though the stock looks cheap, earnings or sales are falling, so it really is more like a value trap than a bargain. And again, just because a stock is down doesn't mean it's a bargain. You have to look at valuation, and even more importantly than valuation, you have to look at estimates for earnings growth. Many a stock looks expensive until you realize that the growth is supreme. And that's definitely the case with something like Apple, and even Facebook for that matter, which is starting to look more attractive because it's finally figuring out mobile. So once again, can't repeat it enough. Stocks go up and stocks go down, and stocks can go up for a long period of time, and they can go down for a long period of time until, I guess, they get to zero.